Eberlestock is excited to announce the arrival of the B3 Hercules, a rolling duffel bag designed to keep all of your gear organized and secure for any trip, mission, or adventure that you might find yourself on. Years of prototyping and testing have gone into the B3 to make sure that we included every feature you could possibly need. Some of the external features that you'll find are wheels that can handle any surface or load, dual drag handles, dual patch panels, external MOLLE webbing, lockable zippers so you can lock any of the compartments on the bag. You have a single carry handle from the top, 38mm compression straps, a clear document sleeve, as well as a pull-out rain cover. The main compartment is plenty large enough to hold a significant amount of clothing, any fully kitted out hunting pack, as well as any tactical loadout that you might have. You also find internal MOLLE webbing, and most importantly, you'll find 2 Velcro panels that can be used to partition off various size compartments inside the bag. If you choose to use it to carry something like a compound bow, there are 2 internal compression straps to keep your gear secure and safe. The basement compartment also accepts foam that you can customize at home to fit a variety of weapons and accessories. You will also find a garment veil used to separate dirty items from clean items with a polymer base so that you can easily wipe out anything like mud or dirt. With more than enough capacity and organization for all of your gear, the Hercules duffel will allow you to know that you have everything with you when you get where you're going. Check it out now at Eberlestock.com.
When you have to make a split-second decision, every moment matters. GripSense technology by LaserMax works as fast as you do. GripSense technology activates as soon as you grip your handgun. A sensor focused on the grip detects the hand, activating an ultra-bright laser instantly. Now available in the new rail-mounted Lightning series. LaserMax. Get a grip on the speed you need.
I'm John Benner. I'm the owner of the Tactical Defense Institute, which is a school in Ohio. We do all types of firearms, physical self-defense, knife, impact weapons, all different kinds of things. I'm no big knife aficionado or anything special as far as knives are concerned, but I am a practical person, and so I designed the TDI line for K-Bar. I've been a policeman since 1971. I still carry a commission with Adams County Sheriff's Office, and when K-Bar initially asked me about a fixed blade knife for law enforcement, you know, I played with a whole bunch of different stuff, and it took probably over a year to really come up with what I thought was a pretty good idea. Drew it up on a napkin, literally, and we had some prototypes made, and then we wound up submitting that to K-Bar along with my napkin drawing. The initial knife that we came up with, which is this one right here, it turned out to be a really good design, and kind of the purpose behind it was that I looked at a whole bunch of different things, and you know, with the knife, with the curve of the knife coming down, now you can bend over, you can sit down, you can do all kinds of different things. You can sit in a cruiser all day and not be bothered by the knife. In law enforcement now, we wear so much stuff on our belts, so it had to be something that went behind something like a magazine pouch or something like that, or on the inner belt, so that they could actually carry it and work with it. And I wanted something that you could draw, something that's an act that they were used to doing. They're used to drawing their pistols because they actually practice to do that, and consequently I wanted to be able to draw the knife very similar to the pistol, but just on the other hand. A couple things that came out of it, and not necessarily because I was real good at thinking it through, but things that came out of it on top of it were, when you punch with this knife, it literally lines up with the bones in your arm so that you get a maximum striking power. And then, you know, the other thing is it won't override your hand. That when you punch in and you hit something, it literally stops. As opposed to the knife going, you know, if you don't have a good grip on the knife, you punch in and you hit something hard and your hand slides forward, you wind up cutting yourself. That's not good. So consequently, this really covered a whole lot of bases. was really kind of mind-bending to see something that you designed come to life, and it was really interesting and fun. You know, it made me feel good. You know, and then it made me feel a whole lot better when it sold real well too. You know, because initially we had no idea whether people would like it or not, but then the first time I went with the president of K-Bar, we went to a ILFE conference, International Association of Law Enforcement Firearms Instructors, and when we had that knife there, the interest that we got on that, it was just mind-boggling. We figured it was going to be a success after that.
Hey everybody, I'm David. I'm out on the range today with a really fun gun. Now, this is the biggest pump pistol I've ever shot, and I like it a lot. It has typical pump action up here off the fore end. What you'll notice is that it's not filling the tank. The way the strike point works is like this. You have to pull the bolt back, and for safety purposes, you could, I mean, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and load it and put it back up, but pumping it where I'm holding my hand around the trigger, I get a little nervous about that, so I leave it empty while I pump. And it's a variable pump. You can pump it 3 times, put it in and load it, and it'll shoot, very little pressure behind it. Or you can keep it going up to 10, at which point you're fully pressurized. Now this one's a 22 caliber. It comes in 22 and in .177. Slide a pellet in, single shot. The rear sight is adjustable. The front sight, which is a nice fiber optic post, is very well protected by this polymer shield. It's quieted down too. This has the silence air technology inside of it. And so a gun this size would typically make a pretty good crack when pumped up to 10, but this one doesn't. It's way below hearing safe. And what you'll hear, we're shooting at a target, it's got a 10 backer on it, and you'll hear that 10 backer slap a lot harder than you will the muzzle brake coming off of the gun. So, the variable pump capabilities allow you to go from pretty low pressures up to pretty high. With the 22, it's averaging somewhere around 520. With the .177, it's running a lot hotter in that 650 range. That's pretty good for a pistol. And like I said, you can control it by the number of times you pump it. So if you're shooting indoors or someplace where you're afraid of how far it might ricochet, you can keep the pressure down pretty low. If you're out, if you're hunting with it, 22, there's no reason why you shouldn't. You can pump it all the way up to 10. This is the Umarex strike point, and it's a lot of fun.
Thermal technology has changed the game for both predator and hog hunting. If you're not already using a thermal monocular to easily track and find targets, or if you're looking to upgrade what you currently have, you've got to check out the new Odin LT 320 from ATN. It's part of the Odin LT series, which has been completely redesigned from top to bottom specifically for observation. The series offers anywhere from 2 to 8 times magnification depending on your needs. What I love most about this thermal monocular is just how compact and ergonomic it is, as it actually weighs less than a pound. This makes it really easy to go handheld or strap it to a helmet for tactical purposes, as it's light and sturdy and the controls are easy to navigate. Starting at $12.99, the Odin LT displays in high res. It comes with black or white hot modes, and the cutting edge sensors give you really sharp, crisp images at long distances, which improves detection, recognition, and identification when it matters the most. If you head over to ATN's website, you'll see they offer several accessories for the Odin LT, like the external rechargeable battery pack that you can pick up for just $79. This is a really great feature for those who might be out in the field for extended periods of time. For over 20 years, ATN's been bringing the best in tech optics, and I'd say with the new Odin LT series, they're truly living up to the dependability you need when you're on a hunt. For more information on the Odin LT or to get yours, head over to atncorp.com. And for more reviews like this and all things hunting, head over to wideopenspaces.com.